It's about a 3 or 4 day affair because they got to buy the ribs, they got to trim the ribs, uh, they got to prepare them, and then they stay up all night or most of the night cooking them, and then they sell them the next day.
All of the cookers we used have been made by the men of the church. The barbecue began with Ed's cooker, which was capable of cooking 20 slabs at a time. And we now have 4 cookers that can each cook 14 to 18 slabs at a time, and 1 small cooker for the brisket and tips. To cook 30 cases of meat, it takes about 10 to 12 hours.
Barbecue actually began, I think, in about 1983, and that was a long time ago. About 37 years ago. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. But a person named Ed Walker came by our house one Sunday afternoon, and he came to talk to my husband, Sam, who, uh, who has been deceased for 10 years. Uh, he we had both attended church at Oakland that morning, and he came by after we had eaten dinner, and he wanted to talk to my husband, who I called Rich. His real name was Samuel, to see if my husband thought it would be all right for him to propose to the church that they would have a barbecue. And he did barbecuing professionally, uh, and we knew that. And he wanted to lend his skills to sponsoring a barbecue at church if my husband thought that was okay. And my husband thought it was a great idea. And I think they went to the church council, and of course they said okay because they were happy to have a fundraising effort.
And on Sunday, June 12th, 1983, the first neighborhood barbecue was held at one of Living Spirit's predecessor congregations, Oakland Avenue United Methodist Church. This first barbecue started with 4 cases and approximately 120 pounds of pork ribs. Since then, it has grown significantly, and in recent years, we've had as many as 30 cases and 1,300 pounds of ribs.
Effort. And I think, I can't remember how many ribs they bought, but they had no experience in doing that. And Ed Kenny led it. Uh, and they stayed up all night barbecuing the ribs. And I think they sold out the first time at about 2 o'clock. And so they knew after that that they would have to buy more ribs. Uh, it was the first time that men at church got together and did something together. And that was a lot, it built in a lot of men supporting each other and supporting the young men in the church. And so it not only raised money, but it made men at Oakland feel a lot closer to each other. So it became a social affair and a work affair for the men. It became a community affair because we were in a community that responded to the ribs.
Well, part of it is that it really is the best fork. I don't know what it is about it, but somehow it gets the meat better and it's way sturdier than all the other ones. But more importantly, it was a fork that Leon always used. And Leon was such an integral part of the barbecue and a huge part of its success and its longevity, and a close friend and a really excellent mentor for so many of us. So to be able to use something that was, so closely associated with him is really special for me.
So my husband loved talking to the younger guys, and my husband had a condition in which it kind of robbed him of his strength. But the people at the barbecue wanted him to come and sit and just talk to them, even though he could not work. And that was really important to him. So I hope that it never ends. I hope that it goes on forever. I like coming in, eating the ribs, but I also know how much work that is for the men to get together and do that. But they seem to still have a great time like my husband did. And so I think it's going to go on forever.